If you've bought more than 2 evals this month and you're still not funded, this video is for you. Not because you're a bad trader, but because nobody ever told you what eval gel actually is, why you keep ending up there, and more importantly, how to break out of it for good. This is eval gel right here, okay? This loop. You buy an eval, you grind it, okay? Maybe you follow your rules, you pass it, or maybe you get close to passing it, and you blow it at the last second. You trade for 2 weeks following your rules, something goes wrong, you take a loss, you take a dumb trade, you force a trade, you blow the eval or the funded. So you buy another one. Sounds familiar? The reason this is a jail is because you think the problem is the eval. You think, if I just get funded, everything changes, but it doesn't. Because the eval, it didn't create a problem. You brought your problem into the eval, okay? The eval just made it more expensive. Most people in eval jail are not bad traders. They have moments of real good trades, okay? But they also have 1 or 2 catastrophic habits that just undo everything. Either if it's, I don't know, over leveraging, over trading, revenge trading, and they never fix those habits because every time something goes wrong, they just buy a new eval and start over instead of figuring out what actually happened. But the truth is, even if you pass the eval, you're not gonna do shit in the funded phase, okay? Because your mental is broken. Maybe your mechanics are broken. Maybe you're not trading a good strategy, even though there isn't such thing as a bad strategy, because even though they're different strategies, we all trade the same markets, okay? Strategies are good, you are the problem. So let's just talk about what actually causes them, okay? The 5 root causes. First up, over leveraging. Okay, this is a big one. You buy an eval, you see the profit target, let's say 3k on a 50k account, and your brain immediately starts doing math. Okay, if I just hit a 1.5k a day, I can pass it in 2 days and I'm done. So you size up because you see all those traders, you know, just that propaganda in which they over leverage in Asia maybe, but the truth is, the influencers, they don't pay for their evals, okay? They have affiliate accounts and they don't pay for their evals. They don't give a fuck, okay? Maybe they pass an eval and they blow 5 evals and they don't give a shit because they're free, okay? The eval target is not a deadline, okay? The firms don't care how long it takes you, but you care, and that's exactly why you keep blowing it. So the fix for this would be trade your normal size. Trade 1% or even lower. If your normal size can hit the target in a reasonable time, your edge isn't there yet, okay? The second cause is trading out of boredom, okay? Trading out of boredom. And for example, NQ, it doesn't move the same way every single day, okay? Some days the setup you trade doesn't show up. And what do most people do? They sit there staring at the chart for 2 hours, and eventually they just stake something, okay? Anything, just to feel like they're doing something, just for that, you know, little dopamine pump. Boredom traders are almost always losers, not because the market punishes boredom, but because you're not trading your model, you're trading your emotions, and your emotions have no edge, okay? The fix is simple. If the setup isn't there, you close the charts and you come back tomorrow, okay? One missed day costs absolutely nothing, okay? Absolutely nothing. But one forced trade can cost you months of progress, momentum, and confidence, okay? Let that sit, okay? Let that sink. The third cause, revenge trading. You take a loss, a real one maybe. Maybe it just stopped you out. Even though you took a great trade, it just stopped you out. Or maybe it stopped you out by 2 ticks and then it went to your TP. And something in your brain just, you know, it just snaps. You go straight back in, you know, you're angry, you're frustrated, you're tunnel visioned. Revenge trading is not a discipline problem. It's actually an identity problem. You feel like the market, I don't know, you feel like it owes something to you. Like it actually doesn't. The market has no idea you exist, bro. The market moves, always moves with a purpose, okay? The market moves on liquidity. It moves to rebalance inefficiencies, okay? To rebalance equilibrium. It has no fucking idea you exist. Every revenge trade you take is a second loss on top of the first, okay? The rule that I use, if I take a loss that emotionally affects me, meaning I feel anything other than neutral, the session is over, okay? The day is over. Doesn't matter how much time is left till New York AM is done, I'm done, okay? The fourth cause is no real process. Okay, I want you to be honest with yourself. Do you actually have a written trading plan? Do you know exactly what has to be present on the chart before you enter? Or you're just kind of, feeling it out, like, I know what I had to do. And you're blaming it on detachment. You say that, no, bro, I'm detached. No, you're not. That detachment doesn't mean not caring or not putting in the work, okay? Those are two absolutely opposite things. A real process means this is my setup, these are my exact conditions, this is my entry, this is my stop, this is my target, and if those conditions are not met, I'm not going to trade, okay? No exceptions. I trade inverse fair value gaps, okay, on NQ. I know exactly what I'm looking for. If it's not there, I'm not in the trade, okay? This is what separates a trader, okay, with a process from someone gambling with a chart open. Please just stick to your plan and write that shit on your wall, okay? Thank you. The fifth cause is treating it like a game. When you're on an eval, you know it's it's fake money. Somewhere in the back of your brain, it just registers it, okay? It's not real. So you take trades you'd never take on with your own cash. You hold losers longer, okay? You move your stop loss. You get greedy. You size up. You break your own rules because it's just an eval, okay? But there's the thing. Your funded account is real money, and the habits you build on the eval are the exact habits you'll bring to the funded. If you trade recklessly on the eval, you will trade recklessly when it counts, okay? On the funded, exactly what I said earlier. Treat every eval like it's your last 200 bucks because eventually it will be. Okay? Now, going to the third zone, which is going to be solutions. Okay, how to get out. Okay, step one mentor and one model. Okay, define your model down to one setup. Okay, one setup, not five, not whatever looks good, not, oh, there's no inverse value gap, I'm gonna take a CISD, but you have no idea what a CISD means. Don't take that, okay? For me, it's inverse value gaps on NQ, okay? I know the conditions, I know the entry, I know the invalidation, especially. When you only have one setup, you can actually study it, refine it, and trust it. Okay, please don't trade 500 models. Okay, and stick to one mentor. Okay, stick to one mentor. Step two is, if I take one loss, no more trades. If I take a win, no more trades. If I take one break even, one more trade permitted. Okay, that's it. That's it. Easy as that. And step three, journal every single trade. Not just the entry and the exit, the emotional state before the trade, okay? So what did you see? What were you feeling? Was it a setup? Was it just a gamble? Was it a forced trade? Was it something your mentor would take? Really important. After the trade, what actually happened? What did you alert? What did you learn? What did you feel, okay? I promise you, if you journal for 30 days straight, the patterns will become so obvious, bro. You'll see exactly why you lose, exactly how to fix the losses, okay? Please, please, just stop rushing the eval. Okay? A 30-day eval that you pass with discipline is worth infinitely more than a 2-day eval you barely passed through by oversizing. Okay? Because the habits you build in those 30 days will carry you throughout the funded phase. Okay? Please put that shit in your brain, write it on your wall, please. Slower is actually faster. Okay? Take those baby steps. Eval Jill is not a trading problem. It's a psychology problem. It's a you problem. It's not an eval Jill. It's a you Jill. The market is not your enemy. Your own habits are. And habits can be changed, but only if you're honest enough to admit which ones are costing you. Okay? Please drop your ego. If this video helped you, drop in the comments which of those 5 causes is yours, and if you would give me some recommendations, I would love that. Thanks a lot for watching, boys. Peace.